and welcome back to Crypto Hulk Show. We got it lined up. We got Worldcoin, and that's from the other day. How Worldcoin and Hong Kong are kind of having issues. That's something we want to look into. Worldcoin started like 10 years ago, and it was World Dollar. And with all the eye scanning and all that stuff, it was made by the guy that AI, Sam Altman, I believe his name was. We got something where he's all mad because he can't get into Hong Kong. See, because China and Hong Kong, they want to be the ones cataloging everybody. They don't want anybody else. So that's part of the problem we have with this Worldcoin is they're trying to get this thing to go by basically getting retinal scans of everybody. China doesn't want that. They say, oh, that's ridiculous. But at the same rate, China's collecting information on everybody anyway. So they only want one person, and that's the Red Dragon country doing that. So that's what's interesting about that story. I think the big story we're going to get into right away is Ripple as an exchange traded product that's going on right now for retail. So people like you and me, retail and higher. Somebody showed me this, and I looked into it and did a small little deep dive in it. It's going to be very interesting. And again, it's out of the Nordic areas. And Anthony Pompliano's mixed up in this. Everybody knows him as the Bitcoin Maxi. Look, I really think he's a plant. All right. He is, this will be my opinion, but that guy was made by the government to distract everybody and get them off into Bitcoin and useless stuff. Because here he is working for this company, and they only have a few of the cryptos, and XRP is one of them. So this Pompliano guy, if you've noticed, he isn't all on the internet like he used to be. He was like major big. He was pounding the ground about Bitcoin when I first got in 4 years ago, 3 years ago. And it seemed almost like he's been quieting down with the Bitcoin thing. Brad Garlinghouse and him were on an interview once, and I truly feel that this Pompliano guy is a distraction. He's a hired hand. Somebody hired him. I think I want to say a government agency, but we're going to get into this here. My name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm going to be showing you an XRP ETF. Do not buy or do anything that I tell you to. The show's just for entertainment only. Everything on the show is a lie. And my goal is to get you financially destroyed. There's your warning for watching the show. First 5 people, XR Poseidon is here. MKP. Gotcha, Crypto Greek, not John McAfee. So everybody's talking about, oh, Ethereum ETF and all these things. Well, we have a call. Let me show you this website here. So a lot of people are like, well, there's going to be a bit XRP ETF, so I'll just wait for that. Oh, you're going to wait for that. Yo, you're going to wait to buy in. The XRP ETF's like a minimum $10,000 each. Okay, that's fucking stupid. So to the people like, oh, I'll just wait for the XRP ETF. I'm like, well, that's why you don't have your own channel, because you're going to fuck so many people up. Okay, it's called Valor, VALOUR. So I have this in a private members group on purpose so that you guys can get this before the rest of the public starts looking into all this and figures it out. Because you heard it here first. Valor, a DeFi Technologies Inc. company. They have a product called Valor Ripple, and in parentheses, it's XRP. Valor Ripple is an exchange-traded product tracking the price of XRP, the native token of Ripple. XRP primarily enhances global financial transfers and the exchange of several currencies. Swift and environmentally friendly, the digital asset. Notice how they use the word Swift, but the digital XRP. Notice how they're not calling it a cryptocurrency. They're calling it a digital asset. That's important because I just went over with you guys yesterday's show where Ripple wrote a response. It was a paper about the consultation in Australia. Australia's basically had their crypto program built out by Dilip Rao, who was a Ripple executive. He left, went to Australia to set up Australia's crypto. In that paper, Ripple calls its XRP a digital asset. So the wording in this article is very correct. They know this is a company, and I looked it up. It goes back to like 1998. Okay. Very little activity, but all of a sudden, since about 2021, 2022, this company took off like crazy. Okay. I think from what I've studied about this, I did a little deep dive on this company. It's definitely a government, secret little project that's been sitting for a long time. And it wasn't just till recently. Like when Ripple came out and said they got smart contracts and shit back in 2021 or somewhere in there, 22. This is when this company just started taking off like crazy. So notice they're ahead of everybody else. They have an exchange traded product. This was designed to serve as the most efficient cryptocurrency for diverse applications within the financial services sector. If you scroll down, you can trade this thing. It's $5.51 SEK. I believe that's somewhere over in, I want to say, Norway or Sweden, something like that. But it's 53 cents in America, but over there it's 5.57 SEK. The issuer of this is called the Valor Ripple. It's Valor. The name is the Valor Ripple XRP in the SEK. It shows an ISIN number. Underlying assets Ripple XRP. Management fee is 1.9%. And we scroll down. So this is the actual page. This is a real deal, and it's being done right now. Let's look at the About Us page. Let me check the comments real quick, and we'll get into the About Us page. Okay. Swedish. Okay, so it's out of Sweden. The Swedish krona. Stuart Lavelle says, let's test the button, shall we? YT, be nice. Morning, DB man. Okay. Stuart Lavelle's like, for God's sakes, don't buy gold or silver. Okay, he's not trying to get you wrecked. So we look here at the Valor site, About Us. Trusted partners bridging, they're bridging DeFi and capital markets. This company knows, okay? This company here, as the decentralized finance ecosystem continues to grow and expand, Valor actively explores opportunities to drive innovation and develop creative, innovative, sustainable solutions, connecting investors to the future of finance. Valor Incorporated issues exchange traded products, ETPs, that enable retail. That's you. So you're allowed, people in that area are allowed, Well, actually, the United States, you can buy, anybody from around the world can buy in the American stock market. So I'm sure you could probably buy this that enable retail and institutional investors both to access digital assets like Bitcoin in a simple and a secure way via their traditional bank accounts established in 2019. Valor is wholly owned subsidiary of DeFi Technologies. Now I want to show you their team. Let's look at the people running shit over there. You got one name that stood out is Russell Starr. I've seen this guy before. He's really, really popular out in the investment world. If you scroll down below, there's Anthony Pompliano. Well, isn't that something? Okay. I want you to see that right there. Oh, Valor Careers. We are always happy to hear from exceptional people looking for a challenge. They're hiring, or actually, they're considering. But anyhow, the Anthony Pompliano, now that's very interesting because okay, I'll just tell you what, I don't follow Anthony Pompliano. I know nothing really about him necessarily, except all I remember this dude doing is pumping up Bitcoin every chance he could. Now he's an advisor. He has advised this company to have an XRP ETP. Well, isn't that something? So now, because see, he's the advisor. So Johan Wattenstrom, he's the co-founder, but also an advisor, along with Anthony Pompliano. Very interesting what we found here. I just wanted to show you that I don't have like a lot to really go over. That's an opportunity for you. Let's say Crypto Hulk, I think I've got enough of the cryptocurrencies that I want to get. What else can you show me that might be interesting for me to invest in? Well, there's your Valor. There's the website. There's the Ripple. I wouldn't buy their ETPs with the other cryptos in it. If I was somebody who wanted to invest more, I would go and I'd call them up, see if of course, they speak English. I'm sure they answer the phone because they're looking at you putting in a chunk of money with their company. But I wanted to leave that for you and not for the general public. I believe it's smart to diversify your monies, and if it's something that's dealing with Ripple and XRP, and of course you got Anthony Pompliano working for them, so the company's legit, right? Okay, there you go. Stuart Lavelle. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Stuart, thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Let's see what comments we got, and we're going to the next subject. I reduced the quality of the video down to 144p and no longer experiencing issues with video quality. Okay, let's go. First, let me show you the Wikipedia of the Valor. Let me go into this. Let me show you what an ETP is. I'm not a trader. I don't do any of that. So that's not my area of specialty. Okay. According to Wikipedia, exchange traded product. An exchange traded product is a regularly priced security which trades during the day on a national stock exchange. ETPs may embed derivatives, but it is not a requirement that they do so. And the investment memorandum should be read with care to ensure that the pricing methodology and use of derivatives is explicitly stated. Typically, individual underlying securities such as stocks and bonds are not considered ETPs. Overview. ETPs are often benchmarked to indices, stocks, and commodities, or may be actively managed. Closed-end funds, exchange-traded derivative contracts, exchange-traded funds. It shows what those are. Exchange-traded notes, single commodity. So this is something I'm not getting into because I'm not a trader. Now, there's people that watch my show that know all about this kind of stuff. So I'm going to let you have that information. And I'm going to the next article, articulo. And where am I going to start? Let me see what this one is. They're always doing something in my video. Copper. Let's go into next. Copper. Let's see what kind of investment stuff is going on with copper if my computer will work right. Now it's all of a sudden doesn't work. Last night it worked great, and all of a sudden now, right? It always does this shit right when I make a program. Okay, there is the article. I'm moving slower here because something's going on with my show. Okay, there's the article. We're looking at copper. Now, some of you, again, this is another investment opportunity for some people. Crypto Hulk, I got enough money in cryptos. What else do you know of that seems rather reasonable to invest in? And I don't know that answer. But what I do want to show you is this article here. They're saying copper is going to hit $40,000 in 4 years, and that's for like a ton. Copper prices are set to quadruple in the next 4 years or so to hit $40,000 per ton as electrification and renewable energy rollout accelerates. Hedge fund manager Pierre Adoran told the Financial Times in an interview Friday. The world will see demand for copper double due to energy transition, military use, and soaring numbers of data centers that support AI technologies. Okay. It says, I'm not saying it'll stay there then. Eventually, we will get a supply response, but that supply response will take more than 5 years. Adoran's call comes in the week which copper prices hit a record high after hitting about $11,000 per ton on Monday. The move higher early this week lacked a specific trigger, and analysts said that the record high prices right now are not justified fundamentals, but they're in the short term. Speculators have been piling into copper on the bullish narrative around tightening supply. I will leave this article at that. The article is not too much longer than that. So there's one. Let me show you the second article. I found 2 articles on copper. That's why I decided to go over this. And now my computer is just like acting all kinds of weird now. Never fails. Second article on copper. A looming copper bottleneck could derail derail like a train going off a track. Derail the energy transition. Global copper production may struggle to keep pace with the booming demand from clean energy technologies like electric vehicles and wind turbines. A significant increase in copper mining and recycling is needed to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. Permitting delays and powerful mining companies could hinder efforts to expand copper supplies. A new report from the International Energy Forum warns that copper production. So, the International Energy Forum is warning that global copper production may soon be critically outpaced by soaring global demand for the metal, which is a key element component in the clean energy technologies. As such, the metal could soon act as an acute bottleneck. um, I'm not getting into this article anymore because this is for people that are looking at investing into copper. They start talking about 400, 460% increase in copper production today. And they start talking about they have to be ready by 2050 for emissions, zero emission stuff. So they need to get the copper now in order to put it into the tech to achieve certain guidelines by 2030, comes up 2050. And so basically, this is something, again, that if you're interested, you can go on to any of these websites and buy copper. I mean, you don't even need you don't even be a credit investor for that. It's just a regular commodity or whatever it might be. It would be something where, look, we know all this electrical vehicle, it's all going that direction. So if you know in advance, so this is for somebody who this is like a hedge, let's say. Let's say worst case scenario, crypto's all bad, something happens, they wipe us all out. They're not going to take your copper shares. So you could open up an account with whatever investment company, put a certain amount of money in. This is for people that are already done getting their crypto. Some of you guys are. And you're wondering, Crypto Hawk, if there's an economic crash, I still got money. I talked to a guy last week, millionaire and stuff, and he's got good chunk of change in the bank, some bank accounts, and this and that. And he's like, where should I invest? He's got like this 401k and invested in different things. I said, well, there's some things you need to invest in, like hospitals, certain hospitals, and certain grocery outlets type things. But this would be one of those things that I would tell him is copper. And sure, it doesn't sound glamorous, like, oh, it's not the next Doge. What I'm showing you is diversification. You have to plan for that rainy day, for that storm. Let's say the black swan shows up, a lot of things get wiped out in the stock market. They're still going to be doing this clean energy dumb shit stuff, and they're going to need that fucking copper. Okay, that's how that works. The government's going to prioritize things, and this clean wind and clean air, whatever the dumb shit is. But Crypto Hulk, you're not an environmentalist. No, obviously I'm not. But Crypto Hulk, that goes against the narrative of everybody online. Everybody's all, progressive democrated out with the EV, and let's all ride bicycles and eat worms and shit, and let the cows die so the farts don't destroy their methane farts don't destroy the atmosphere. I'm just like, would you shut up with that dumb shit? But Crypto Hulk, there's lab grown meat. We don't need animals anymore. Oh no, we don't need you anymore. That's what we don't need. So copper. That's what I recommend for some people out there. You don't have to be a whale, but that's what I was telling this guy. Like, diversify. Like, first off, you don't want all that money. He's got a lot of money sitting in bank accounts and stuff. Pull some of that out, put it in the copper. Take 100 grand. I told him, put it in the copper. All right. This is not for him necessarily to be rich. If it goes up 4 times, well, you got 400 grand now. um, and some of you guys maybe put in 1,000, you make 4 grand. It's just something to consider. Um, and we know copper for renewable energy systems like solar panels, wind turbines. This is Goanga hydroelectric power station. Copper is crucial for efficiency, energy generation, and transmission. There you go. So this is for something. Hey, I get people watch the show. I got one guy who's like an investment type guy. He'd watch the show, I think, for 6 months before he realized, hey, he was trying to learn a new investment angle, and he'd watch my show. He knew that I can deep dive and come up with a lot of cool stuff. And so now he'll watch my show for this kind of thing, where he knows that I'm what a crypto type person, but I look at other opportunity as well, techie, like technology, kind of crypto, that kind of area. So he'll watch the show um, for these kinds of like Ondo and these different things that'll pop out. Like he already got crypto. He's done with that. He's been watching the show for about 2 years. Called me the other day, and so he's got the stuff I recommend. So he's watching for stuff like this for copper. Like earlier, went over the Ripple Valor ETP. He watches the show now for those things that come up. Again, he'll watch my show for up to date news and these kinds of things, but he wants these little nuggets that are twisted into crypto or tech. And so there you have it. Let's see what Dennis 123. Thanks for that donation. ETPs are a general group. ETFs and ETNs are a segment of that group. ETFs must be backed dollar for dollar. ETNs, which are notes, you can leverage. I schooled Fat Granny when she tried to misinform people. Oh. See, Dennis is really something else, man. But I thank you for breaking that down. Very small, easy for people to kind of understand. I don't get into that area, but I got sensors. Like, I don't understand coding. I couldn't make a crypto or whatever you want to call it. But my sensors go off when I can sense money to be made. Okay. And I can kind of watch enough of the adults at the table. I look up at the table and see the adults doing that and that, and kind of listen to what they're saying and go for it. I take that information and go for it. All right. Stu Lavelle. Stu Lavelle, thanks for that donation to the channel there, buddy. Says, just like that, a breach. Catch this, mofos. This is ridiculous. It's probably me. I love YAT. Oh, I know we all love YAT. They're the best fucking platform in the world. I've been wearing a copper bracelet for 25 years. Okay, now if you want to get tactical, he's wearing the copper bracelet. Who is this? Hippie 17. Okay, I have copper compression socks. I get it at grocery outlet. So now I'm plugging grocery outlet, which is a great grocery store. If you can find a grocery outlet, I'm plugging it. But I like the one in Auburn, California. I drive up there from Sacramento to go to that particular grocery outlet. But they got these copper socks. And I'm telling you what, man. And then they got the copper knee. It's like a neoprene foam. You put it on your knee. I'm telling you what, this shit works. Now, you can say that it's psychological, and that's okay. Because my numbers on the leg press and shit, that's not psychological. Those fucking numbers stay up, okay? I use this one leg machine, and when I consistently use the copper socks at night, I put them on and I sleep. They're compression socks, but that copper thing goes on my knee, and then I still have some knee pain when I don't use the copper. The bones start to hurt when I use that copper socks. Look, I don't care if it's psychological. That fucking shit works. So I can max out this one leg press machine and still bust out 18 reps on max weight. And I'm like, fuck. So to me, that's not imaginary. Like mentally, I can't like levitate levitate shit. So copper, I'm telling you, get that copper shit. Ain't ain't it great getting old? Says Stuart Lavelle. Hey, I am I don't competitively lift weights, but I think I have a competitive nature in me. When I go into the gym, I'm just trying to do the absolute best. And I don't care if I've been doing this shit 39 years or some shit I've been doing this. Yeah. Um, I'm trying to figure out every angle I can. I didn't have to do this shit up until about a year ago or whatever. But the body is kind of getting a little up there. So I need some help getting this shit done. All right, we're done with the copper. Get that shiznit. Okay. Next. So now I think I'm done with all the investment stuff for today's show. But I'm not a financial advisor. Click out of that. Justin Sun. Wait, hold on. G Brad 81. Welcome to the entry level membership. I use wooden dowels wrapped with copper wire and stick it in the garden. Grows vegetables fast and bigger. Like that almost sounds like that's fucking nuts. But if MC Prosperity's doing it and it works, the guy's been on my channel, so I know this ain't some crackpot that just showed up today. But isn't that weird how we figure these things out? Never heard of putting copper and shit on wood and putting it in the garden. It's very strange to me. All right, Justin Sun. Let's look into this little character. This little billionaire, Wonder Boy. Hold on, Dennis got something to say here. 5 Dennis, 1, 2, 3. Kyle Busch bought a warehouse full of nickels 3 years ago. Very interesting. Calais is my love. Garden copper works. I use it. Interesting. Electroculture for gardens work. Son of a bitch, I guess so. And these are names that I know. Calais is my love is saying this. MC Prosperity. So these aren't people that just walked off the street and are saying weird shit. They've been on my show 6 months to a year and only have talked about intelligent things that I know of. All right. Justin Sun. What the hell has Justin got going on? The reason I want to go over Justin's Sun, I'll show you in a minute. Let's go over first. Justin Sun urges the crypto community to back pro-crypto presidential candidate. Well, the only one that we know of right now is Donald Trump. Okay, so in the title of my short video, maybe I was a little presumptuous and said that he's backing Trump. Maybe I did a little clickbait there for you, buddy. The leading candidates for the position, Joe Biden and Donald Trump, have been making several advances towards crypto users recently. Justin Sun, Tron's blockchain. So Justin Sun founded Tron blockchain, has called the crypto community to support a pro-crypto candidate in the forthcoming U.S. presidential elections in November. Well, that would eliminate the Democratic Party because Maxine Waters, Elizabeth Warren, all the Democrats, just crypto is so bad to them. They don't understand it, or just criminals use it. Oh, yes, Elizabeth Warren, she's a Biden supporter and all that. So they're all in the same bed together. God, that would be an ugly sight to see. I would pay money not to see it. Sun made this appeal in May 26 social media post, emphasizing the importance of aligning with the candidate who endorses cryptocurrencies to ensure the industry's voice is heard. We should support a presidential candidate who endorses cryptocurrencies. Well, I think I know. I think we all know a president. Na, 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 na. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I just had to. I'm having a 12-year-old boy moment. All right. I got to quit being a little kid. We need to demonstrate to the candidate that the cryptocurrency community, companies, and protocols are significant stakeholders whose voices should be heard and whose interests should be protected. Oh, love it. Talks now. What you're going to see? Okay, here's where you're going to see the Democrats all of a sudden now start to change their tune about crypto. And that's sad because they weren't doing this until Donald Trump started talking about he's all pro crypto. And then they're starting to. Little butt kissers. Now I'm going to leave that article there. I'm going to show you some. Okay, I'm going to send you. I'm going to send you another article about Justin Sun. I've done this before. You can find a bigger version. You can find a bigger version. Look under my video section. Now, here's Justin Sun guy. I don't have a lot of good stuff to say about good old Justin. Actually, let's back. No, let's keep it right here. Okay, go to the 21-second mark. 21-second mark. And you're going to see a little video here that I made at the 21-second mark. It shows a picture of Justin Sun. I'm the only one that has this picture, and it was from the Ripple yearbook, I think 2014, like, graduating class. And it says, Justin leads Ripple's day-to-day activities in the greater China region. So what happened is, again, I'm the only one who's showing you about this Ripple China thing, okay? And Justin worked for Ripple back in 2014, 13 actually. He single-handedly went back and forth to mainland to hook them up with all of the XRP technologies, with RippleNet and all these things, Xcurrent or whatever they call all the stuff I'm not even aware of and don't really care about. But it's funny. So here he is. I got his picture from 10 years ago, actually, more than that, 11 years ago. And now he's on the campaign trail talking about let's elect a president that's crypto friendly. Look, these guys have been waiting for this. I know you've been in crypto since last week and you're getting impatient because you thought you'd be rich by now. But look at this guy. He's already rich. But you know how rich he's going to be when this thing takes off? Like, he's going to be like a trillionaire. And but I wanted to just show you how this works. That this guy is keyed in, like, he knows. This dude's been there from day one. He literally set up Red Dragon Country with XRP. This is the guy right there. Now, I know in this picture, he looks like he's 15. But that other picture we saw of him, I know that he looks 15 there too. I don't know what kind of anti-aging program this guy's on, but Justin, if you're out there, give me a call. Who's your doctor? I'll go fly and see him. All right. So I thought that was kind of fun to see that particular article and then to have some background. So that's what I do. I bring you today's news, and then I can show you a history of 10 years or so, 10, 11, 12, sometimes 15 to 20. But I can show you today's news and then take it back 10 years and show you what these people were doing. Why is this guy important? Because he set up China. He's pretty much the one who did that. That's why I'm talking about that. He's talking about the next president, and this is the same guy that set up China. Very important person in the crypto world that you should be aware of. 5Dennis123 says Dems and the DNC are afraid they will have to return all the FTX money, hundreds of millions. Oh, very interesting. We're at 40 minutes into the show. 5Dennis123. Chris Larson was introduced to him at Peking University. You know, I'm going to tell you what, everybody, something you will not hear on any other channel is that, Dennis just showed us this. Chris Larson was introduced to him at Peking University. I did a lot of study over the past year, and there's web pages and websites that I'd never really have went over. But they dealt with the early China universities dealing with crypto and technology. And a lot of them were in these far places in China. I didn't really think of too much of it then, but now it's all starting to kind of come to me where before 2000, we're talking like 2008 articles about Chinese universities and crypto. And I never really connected it too much, but now the more I think about it, because when Ripple launched Ripple China in 2013, think about it, they launched it then. That means they had to develop it around Bitcoin time, 2009. Now, my channel, I appreciate every single member that I have because what you have is a channel and other people that help contribute, but you got a channel that's showing you it. You got the XRP Maxi channels that have no idea what we're talking about right now. And they're always promoting and selling something. Promoting this event, selling that. That's all they do their whole fucking show. And they have no clue that Ripple was probably in China at least 2009, okay? Working on all this stuff. And then in 2013, they launched Ripple China, the CNY. That's the crypto. But you won't hear that from these other channels. That's why YT hammers on my channel so much, because they know that, like, this dude fucking knows. And they don't want, look how many people I got in here. 306. Okay. 306 people out of what, 7 billion on the planet? They're not concerned. Okay. So you're being let in. You have a special opportunity being on my channel. I feel lucky. This is what I wanted to do, was start a channel to teach people stuff they'll never find anywhere else in the world. You have an opportunity now. I've opened the door about this much, and you all can kind of look through the cracks. I can't get to the doorway anymore because YT won't let me. I can't go over certain topics because the channel is going to get zapped. So I have to kind of watch myself. They already zapped one channel. I lost a whole fucking channel with hundreds of episodes and stuff. YT deleted it because I talked about a certain rich family in a financial institution that rich family owns, and the show just disappeared. But we're lucky that we have a glimpse through the door. We can see stuff. These other channels, they have no idea. They're too busy promoting and then selling and then promoting, and that's all they fucking do. Hey, I'm taking a hit and I got 308 people. That's what I'm supposed to be doing, is teaching poor people this stuff that these other channels have no. There's people that pay $1,000 a month. I got a friend who pays Raoul Paul $1,000 a month. I'm just like, what? But I don't want to argue with the guy. But I don't know if he ever watches my show anymore, but was Raul teaching you about Ripple China and Ripple Russia? No, no clue. Ain't no way, Jose. Was Raul teaching you about Ripple Indonesia? No, ain't no way, Jose. None of this stuff. We can go on and on about 50 different things that are important. So you're in a good position watching this show. JP JP Petri, have you thought about putting XRP wallet address for donations for you? More options to donate. No, because I don't want to advertise my wallet. So when the government comes down, they already know what my wallet is. See, that would be the dumbest thing for me to ever do. People that put their wallet address out there are fucking stupid. So none of you do that. The goal is right now, be under the radar. Why would I want to fucking advertise my wallet address? Oh, so the IRS and the government come take it? No, not for me. Thank you very much for the donation, though. Okay, we got next article. Where are we at? Okay, let's go with this. Okay, Ethereum. Ethereum and Stellar. Let me show you this real quick. This will take us to the end of the show, and that's for show. Now, I've told you before, I gave the example of a highway. The highway is called the XRP Ledger Highway. And a lot of people on this highway are driving cars, and on the back, wherever it says XRP, just like where BMW or Mercedes would have a logo. But there's other people that don't want to buy the XRP car. So what they'll do is there'll be the XRP tow truck, and you get your junk car like made by Ethereum or Bitcoin or something, and you put that junk car on the tow truck, and then it'll drive you where you want to go. And you'll see these dumb people sitting in their car, turning the wheel. And I'm like, the guy's on a tow truck. Like, turning the wheel is not gonna, but he's trying to pretend like he's driving and shit. Kind of like when you're a little kid but you're an adult and you bought Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? And you're in those little carts at the grocery store or in the mall, and they have a steering wheel, and your mom's pushing the cart. And if she goes to the right, then you push the cart to the right. You know what I'm doing. The same people do that with Bitcoin and Ethereum. This article here, we're going to go over. Let me see if I sent that to you. Okay. I already sent it to you. Who needs an off-ramp? So a lot of people are saying, but Crypto Hulk, what if they shut down exchanges? Da, 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 da. Okay. Who needs an off-ramp? Ether.fi plans a Visa card for crypto degens, whatever degens are. The quote, the Cash Visa card, that's the name of it, Cash Visa card from Ether.fi, the liquid restaking startup on Ethereum. Now try to follow me here. Might help crypto natives turn their DeFi investments into spending money. I'm going to skip the first paragraph, go to the second paragraph. Ether.fi Cash will be a mobile wallet and Visa credit card that borrows, here we go, USDC. That is Circle, but USD Circle is working with Stellar. See what I mean? So here's where the tow truck comes in, everybody. This article didn't go too far before you got Stellar in there making it happen. All right. Why people are bound and determined that they got to use Ethereum, it's really sad. Not more than 3 lines, not more than 1 sentence into this article, and you got Stellar already running the show. But let me read. So it's a Ether.fi Cash will be a mobile wallet and Visa credit card that borrows Stellar, the popular USD peg stablecoin, against one decentralized finance investments and can be paid off directly via crypto. Let's go down to the next section. It says our mission is to build a suite of integrated apps. Cash, cash, that card is your spending account, with the dream of being that you've never have to off ramp from the blockchain. Off ramping refers to the tedious and fee laden process of converting between cash and crypto. Okay. So, this is how we're going to end up being able to do this in the future. Let me go down to the next section. Go down to where the paragraph starts with today, Ether.fi is best known as. Today, Ether.fi is best known as. Go down to kind of near the bottom where it says deposited their money into Ether.fi in exchange for Ethereum tokens, a kind of receipt on the Aegean layer, deposits that can be traded in crypto markets like any other asset. Now, we read about Aegean layer yesterday when Ethereum was going to have some kind of, the Ethereum Foundation is losing developers. They're losing developers to this Aegean layer. This is a hot topic in the Ethereum world because look, Ethereum doesn't work. Okay. Aegean layer works. And developers like, hey, this Ethereum shit is so fucking old and it doesn't work. You got Vitalik Buterin as the captain of your ship. You already know he looks like Night from the Dead, where the dude never died. Vitalik Buterin looks like he's 3,000 years old, all right? And his technology is about that old too. Ethereum developers are jumping ship wanting to work with Aegean layer because it works. And all Vitalik Buterin for 10 years has been trying to get that fucking crypto Ethereum to work, and it doesn't, and it will not. Okay. This is why they're using Stellar. I mean, think about it. And then Ethereum needs to use this and that and da. Ripple don't need to do any of that shit. Okay. Now I see something flying in this house. Bitch, man. Oh, God. I don't know what that fucking thing is, but now it's starting to scare the hell out of me. I mean, it's like a bug of some sort. Fuck. It always has to happen during my fucking show. So let me go to the next. Oh, there it is. Son of a bitch. It's one of those mosquito eaters. Okay, let's go down to where it says EtherFi cash card holders will be able to borrow. Ether cash card holders will be able to borrow. Now, go to the last sentence in that paragraph. Users can alternatively convert assets directly into USDC, allowing for instant settlement. You see what we got going on here? USDC is Circle, which is Stellar. Okay, they're running on Stellar. But Crypto Hulk, I thought we're talking about Ethereum and how they're using Aegean layer to do DeFi and shit, and for you to be able to use some kind of a card. Okay, look, this is all starting to look like a bowl of spaghetti. All right. This is why I'm showing you this article. You got Ethereum trying to use some Aegean layer, Ether.fi, and then they're using Circle, which is Stellar. You see how this becomes a big fucking mess. That's why Ethereum doesn't work. Why do you want to be that guy or girl sitting in a car? Well, I guess a guy now can be a girl. At least that's what they say. But how are you going to be this guy sitting in a car on an XRP tow truck? Why not just get the fucking XRP card? Do you see how much sense this is? Why cause a bunch of fucking problems by using dog shit crypto like Ether when you can just use an XRP based product? It's much better. Look, Ripple is going to come out with everything we need. All that I need, Ripple will come out when the time is right. We needed smart contracts. Ripple came out with that. We needed custody. Ripple came out with that. We needed 2 to 5 second settlement times. Ripple came. See, Ripple comes up with everything. There's nothing that Ethereum's gonna. Okay, we needed Ethereum to be compatible with other blockchains. Ripple came up with the Ethereum virtual machine sidechain, not Ethereum. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, Ethereum is just fucked up. I mean, that's just how it is. I don't care about the price. If it goes to 50,000 bucks tomorrow, you got an expensive pile of horse shit. That's what you've got. And then one day when it goes bye bye, you'll remember Crypto Hulk talking shit about it. Okay. Lastly, hold on. I'm clicking out of that. Okay. Now, at the very kind of near the end of the article, it starts off with cash, you on ramp. With cash, you on ramp once onto Ether.fi. And then you never have to off ramp again because you can save, invest, and spend all your money. So again, with cash, you on ramp once, and then you don't have to off ramp this thing. You just invest how you want, you earn the interest, you have a little card. Guess what? That goes back to Ripple Singapore. Okay. Let me explain something here real quick. I'm not going to show the article. I've done it a million times. You can go find it yourself on my show, on my little short videos. What happened in 2013 is Ripple started something called Ripple Singapore. And it was a crypto exchange, gold exchange. They had wallets already, just like this article is talking about. They had a cash card. They had derivatives on this exchange where you could interact with it. It would do a digital exchange. It's basically the Ripple liquidity hub as we know it today. 10 years ago, it was already invented and already done. That's what you get at Crypto Hulk. You get tomorrow's news today. That's what somebody's been saying on my show. And it's true. See, these other channels aren't showing you any of this information. And that's fine because their job is to promote and to sell to you, to promote things and sell to you. That's all they do. So I'm showing you today's news, and you have this Ether.fi where developers are leaving Ethereum to go work for, and they're showing you how you can on-ramp and do DeFi, and you don't need to off-ramp. They have a card, and you can invest and all. Okay, you could do all these things with Ripple Singapore because it utilized Codius back in 2014. This is all 10-year-old technology that you're just seeing right now. But since I have an access to the past 10, 11 years ago, I can show you how this has already been done. It's becoming mainstream now. Okay. And all this, I mean, look, if you think about it, Ripple Singapore, 2014, 13, who was running Ripple back then? That's a guy named Jed. And Jed helped create Ripple as we know it today. And it goes deeper than that. I'm not getting into it about what I really think Jed is, government agent. And Stellar pops up. He invented that one as well. So in a way, Stellar and Ripple are pretty much identical. There's some differences between the two, but the same guy made them. Okay. So when we talk about Ripple Singapore, really, Stellar has those same abilities to do a lot of things as well. I don't know all the big differences, but the same guy made both. And this guy's the mystery man, if you want to call it that. So there's your article on the Ethereum. I'm not getting into the Ethereum EtherFi stuff. I just wanted to show you that we're getting there as far as adoption wise, where you on-ramp once, you do all the things you got to do, and you got money coming to you, and you're utilizing Stellar for instant payoffs and settlements. So it's like, I wouldn't personally get into this. It's way too early for all these things right now. I'm waiting for Ripple to have their solution. That's what I'm waiting for. Okay, it's just about 1 hour. Wait, hold on there, buddy. MC Prosperity donation test button working, and fuck YouTube. Thank you very much for that, Robert. So again, donations. YT doesn't get any of that, and neither does the United States government. So if you're somebody who doesn't want to give a membership away, then cash. I mean, this is always accepted as well. Five Dennis 123. You can't sell your Ethereum on Ethereum without getting massacred. Isn't that something? In 2014, the XRP ledger handled all kinds of crypto per XRP scan. And he shows XLM, XRP, CNY, which is the Chinese money, the RUS, that would be for Russia, and the US dollar, etc. Look, I've told you already. Dennis comes in and just deep dive and validate what I've said. My channel keeps you ahead of everything. You're going to look back years from this and say, that dude, that Crypto Hulk guy who has the background of a couch and an Apple phone charger cord in the background sitting on the couch. There we go. Changed the whole landscape. But you're going to look back one day when you all are super rich and you'll be like, everything that dude was telling us was like fortune telling. Like he knew years in advance all this stuff. These other channels, they were promoting and selling and promoting and selling. And let's go to this convention and we'll meet this person and have this person speak to us on behalf of that company. All they're doing is promoting and selling. My job is to try to prepare. My job is preparing and teaching. I'm teaching and then I'm preparing you. I'm teaching and then preparing you. That's what my goal is on this show. Their job: promote, sell, promote, sell. Teach, prepare, teach, prepare. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'll see you in my next broadcast. Wait a second. Robert Driscoll says, testing, thanks, Hulk. Right on. Thanks for that donation. The couch is going to be in the Smithsonian. Oh my God. Okay, I got to go. Oh yeah, I'm late. I got things I have to do. I'll see y'all in my next broadcast. Not sure when that'll be, but I'll see you.